You know, there are lots of jokes and sayings about Texas weather. They probably apply to other areas of the country as well, but they certainly are quoted here and often. Like, if you don't like the weather in Texas, just wait a minute. And there are many mentions of our so-called seasons that poke fun at the Texas heat, like, oh, we have 4 seasons. You know, there's pre-summer, summer, still summer, and Christmas. Then there's weather like we've had lately, days and days and days of rain. So when we get a pretty day before the weather turns to boiling, which it will, we'd best enjoy it. And that's what I want to do today by taking you on an afternoon tea picnic. But first, we have to make everything. Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia and I'm very glad you're here. So, starting with the sandwiches, because this is a picnic for one, moi, I'm going to make only 2 flavors of tea sandwiches. The first you can probably guess is the classic cucumber sandwich. Before making the sandwich, I slice the cucumber, which I prefer to do lengthwise. I just think it fits the bread a little bit better. And then I placed it on a paper towel and salted it just slightly. That's going to help it drain. Cucumbers have a lot of water and can make your bread soggy if you don't do this. The salt helps draw out the moisture. Then into the refrigerator it goes for a couple of hours. Now, speaking of bread, I always prefer to cut off the crusts before adding the filling. And you don't have to throw them away. These crusts can be used as croutons in a salad or as breadcrumbs in other recipes. Now I have some unsalted butter here to act as my moisture barrier on one side, and then I've chopped up some fresh dill, which I added to softened cream cheese to go on the other side. I find it's always a good idea to have some kind of spread on the bread in addition to the filling. Otherwise, the filling has nothing to adhere to and can separate from the bread and sometimes even fall out. I don't want to stack the cucumber too high, but I do want to have enough here to give it some real crunch. Now, the other sandwich flavor I thought would be really nice for a picnic is ham salad. Now, I find store-bought is just as good or better than what I could probably make, so that's what I've done here. Again, removing the crusts first. Then buttering the bread to help keep it fresh and not soggy. I like a generous amount of the filling without getting too much. You don't want it to squish out when you take a bite. Or when you slice it. Oops. So up next are the scones, and since scones are best eaten the same day they're baked, I made some yesterday, all but the baking, to pop them in the oven today. Let me show you what I did. I started out with 200 grams, about 7 ounces of all-purpose flour, or plain flour, and to that I added 50 grams, or 1 3/4 ounces of sugar. You can go with less if you prefer. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. And to that I added 1 teaspoon of salt. I sifted all of that together in a large bowl. Then to that I added 50 grams or 1 3/4 ounces of unsalted butter, cold, and cut that in with a pastry blender. I added this mat underneath to make my bowl a little less wobbly. You should end up with a soft breadcrumb consistency. Then to a beaten egg, I added enough milk to make up 125 milliliters, or a little more than 4 ounces. That mixture goes into the flour. You'll end up with a very soft, easily workable dough. Now, turning the dough out onto a well-floured surface, it's important to work quickly and lightly. You want to pat it out, or roll it out if you prefer, to about 3/4 of an inch or 2 centimeters, and then cut it into 2.5 inches or 6 centimeter rounds. Then place it on a well-floured baking tray. I don't think you have to have them touching, but I am putting them close together just to help them rise. You know, people often ask if I have a favorite scone recipe. I really don't, because I constantly like to try new ones. But the one thing I look for in a scone recipe is it must be simple. I will not suffer complicated or busy recipes anymore. Life's too short. This one is from Ma Broon's afternoon tea book that my subscriber Bobby BB told me about, and I have thoroughly enjoyed. Now, because I want to bake these right before the picnic, I put them in the refrigerator overnight. And now next day they look great, but I want to put a little egg wash on them before popping them in the oven. So while our scones are baking, for the sweets course of our afternoon tea, I think store-bought desserts are just fine. I have no problem with tea being a combination of homemade and store-bought. So I selected these yummy little Madeline and Brownie Bite combos and these raspberry crumble bars. Don't they look good? And now our scones are ready. Oh, those look beautiful. Now, while these cool down for a few minutes, I'm going to pack up the rest. I think a couple of small baskets will serve me well. This open one will be good for the sandwiches and the desserts. And I like the idea of using real china. It just seems a little nicer that way. I like using real silverware too. And this basket can hold things like napkins, paper towels, strawberry jam, and a little clotted cream, of course, for the scones, as well as a little trash bag. And wet wipes, of course. Okay, finally, the very last thing. We can't forget the tea. Since it's just me and I like my tea a certain way, I'm going to pre-make it and put it in this little thermos so I don't have to concern myself with bringing along the milk and the sweetener. You know, if I had someone with me, I would either give them their own thermos with their tea the way they like it, or fill a larger thermos with boiled water and bring along the tea bags, sweeteners, and milk. But, you know, this is less fussy for me today, so this is how I'm going to do it. So I've pre-warmed my teapot and my water is just about ready. Once the tea has steeped, a little strainer works fine for pouring in the hot tea. now the scones are cool enough to pack up. And in goes the tea, and we are off to the park. It really is just a beautiful day for this. I am so glad the weather cooperated. It really takes no time at all to get set up. It's a little breezy, but it just made the day very pleasant. Such a perfect meal for a picnic. Everything just tastes fresher. Oh, and here comes Mama and her brood across the pond. Maybe they heard I brought homemade scones. I must say these little jars make it quite easy to bring along the clotted cream and jam. These scones baked up really well. See how easily they break in the middle? There is something about eating outdoors. The food just seems to taste better. I suppose this one would agree with that. And after a brief little break, now time for dessert. Those little raspberry crumbles turned out really nice. And the Madeline brownie bites? Oh yeah. And now that the food is cleared away, time for a little relaxation and light reading. Not to mention more tea. It really could not have been a better afternoon. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing for more afternoon tea videos. Until next time, bye-bye.